Dear friends, today I invite you to journey with me into the profound teachings of the Yoga Sutras, particularly as we explore the essence of yoga and its transformative power in our lives. At the heart of this ancient wisdom lies a simple yet profound truth. The essence of yoga is about silencing the mind, and the goal is getting established in the true awareness of being free from these thoughts. Imagine for a moment your mind as a busy street, filled with honking cars, bustling pedestrians, and myriad distractions. This chaos hinders our ability to see clearly, to find peace, and ultimately, to connect with our true selves. As we engage in this practice, our goal is to detach ourselves from the incessant chatter of the mind, which in the Yoga Sutras, we refer to as Chitta-Vrittis. These thoughts shape our identities, dictating how we perceive our experiences and interact with the world. When we identify ourselves solely with our thoughts, we enter a cycle of misery, swinging between the highs of pleasure and the lows of pain. It's as if we are on a roller coaster, one moment feeling exhilarated, and the next, plunging down into despair. Consider this. When you're lost in thoughts about a past event, or caught up in worries about the future, how does that feel? This constant identification with our thoughts can become a heavy burden, a source of suffering. For youth today, this resonates strongly. You're navigating a world filled with social media, expectations, and constant information overload. It's easy to forget that you are more than the sum of your thoughts. Just because you're feeling overwhelmed doesn't mean that you are a failure. Just because you're chasing a fleeting pleasure, like a new gadget or a thrilling experience, does not mean you'll find lasting happiness. Understanding that you are separate from your thoughts is a significant step, but mere information is not enough to liberate us from this cycle of suffering. To truly detach from our thinking mind, we must engage in earnest practice. This requires humility and the recognition that our efforts are just a small part of a much larger process. It's like planting a seed in the soil. It takes time, nurturing, and patience for that seed to grow into a strong tree. Similarly, our spiritual journey requires us to cultivate awareness, to be present, and to consciously create the space for stillness within. For instance, think about moments when you felt deeply connected to something beyond yourself. Perhaps it was during a breathtaking sunset, playing music, or simply being in nature. In those instances, you momentarily forget your worries, your mind quiets, and you feel a sense of oneness. These experiences hint at your true self, the aware seer who is separate from the mind and its turmoil. Until we fully realize this, we remain bound by the limitations of the mind and body. Our happiness and sorrow become like puppets controlled by these limitations, leaving us vulnerable to the inevitable ups and downs of life. But each step taken in the direction of self-awareness, be it through meditation, mindfulness, or genuine introspection, brings us closer to that state of peace and joy. So let us embrace this journey with an open heart and a willing spirit. Every effort we make, however small, contributes to our liberation from the superficial noise of our minds. And in that sincerity of practice, we can begin to taste the sweet nectar of a life unbound, a life where we truly align with our higher selves and experience the profound joy of simply being. Thank you.